a lot of the stuff I've been doing with Mick and Greg Scott, who's the director, is helping out with sort of publicity and producing. So producing the trailer alongside people I know, and next week we're going to be doing. When I say we, a company that I've started, we're going to be doing interviews for stuff to go up online, cast interviews and crew interviews. So yeah, that's the sort of thing I've been helping out with, as well as also helping with the stage management and the lighting and the sound. I'll be doing all that on the actual week of the play. And just anything that Mick or Greg really need me to do, I'll sort of just help out here and there, wherever I can. I applied for the scheme because I wanted to network, because I like networking, I like meeting new people. And I found out about it through university. My technical tutor, Mark, who's in Salford University, he's also the technical manager at Foot in the Door, so he told me about it and I applied for it. I really liked the Royal Exchange workshop with the director, Chris Wright.
Yeah.
Very, very good director. He knew his stuff, and it was nice, like being a performer myself, an actor. It was nice to be in the space of the Royal Exchange. It was nice to stand on the floorboards and, you know, just have a look around and sort of take in it's just such an iconic space in Manchester, but it's such a lovely space in general. Just I'd love to perform there one day, and the stuff we did with him, the techniques and exercises were brilliant. I learned a lot. It's nice to talk to people and tell them your plans and ambitions and stuff like that, and then take it on board, listen, and then say it back to you and sort of reflect of what you said. So yeah, I feel like I've learned a lot and it's helped. Not really training schemes as such as introducing people into the industry in this way. I've done a fair bit of like shows outside of university and like a couple of festivals and things. I've met people through that, but it's more performance based. This is more production and meeting other people, which I really appreciate, and I'm loving it. I love meeting people and learning stuff about the industry.
So I've been working on the social media and marketing. I've been posting on the Twitter and Facebook feeds and just basically spreading the word about the play. That's a difficult question. I'll be honest, I don't know the answer to that, which is kind of why I'm on this scheme. I loved it. I thought it was great. It helped me develop my skills with talking to people. I think that's probably the biggest thing that I got from that. Yeah, so that was great for that. That's been really great to have someone to just catch up with and talk to about what's been going on and just have a bit of... We just spoke about how it's going so far, how my placement's going, what I'm kind of getting from it, and am I getting everything that I want from it. I think definitely, like I said earlier, my people skills, just being able to sit in a room and talk to people that I've never met before, it's less scary now than it was before. I think I really enjoyed the workshop that we did at the Royal Exchange with Chris Wright about directing in the round. That was great. I really loved that.
Hi, I'm Lucy. I have been in my bed's Foot in the Door assistant. I have just graduated from Interactive Arts here in Manchester, and I have been helping out with all their social media and set design. Bizarre to start off with. It was like nothing I've ever done before, so it was a little bit daunting. But overall, in hindsight, it's just been fantastic. I managed to meet so many like-minded individuals who have helped me grow as a person, creatively and kind of personally. So it was the best experience. I would say my organisational skills have definitely improved. I'd always say that I was quite organised, but helping produce the production and kind of making sure everyone knows where they need to be at what time, I suppose, yeah, my organisation has definitely improved for the better. Jodine's been brilliant and really helped me to kind of grow in confidence more than anything, and helped me realise that working in the arts isn't as daunting as it may first seem, and kind of given me the logical steps to kind of go forward with my career, so it's been brilliant.
Hi there, I'm Tom Byrne. I'm the composer and musical director of The Lives and Loves of Vera Diamond. Really, I've had to start by kind of creating a score that was based on what was already there in the writing. We found quite early on, when we were doing it, that the writer wanted a lot of kind of very famous music, like Diana Ross and the Supremes, and we just weren't going to get hold of it because of the PRS rights without paying a hell of a lot of money. So I got drafted in because it's cheaper to get me in a profit share deal than it is to pay Diana Ross for 30 seconds of Baby Love, so I've had to write a fair bit of music and then also bring in a 5-piece live band. So that's what I've been doing so far. Probably bringing in a 5-piece live band. There's a reason that 24/7 haven't done live musical-esque things before, and that's because it's quite difficult, to be honest. I think one of the big challenges that we've had has been dealing with sound bleed between the two venues, because they're right next door to each other. And obviously I've always been conscious of that when I set off trying to do this, and hopefully what I've done with Vera is created a score that's quiet enough that kind of noise bleed, even with a live band, is quite a minimal thing, so maybe it'll be considered by other companies in the future. I think a big thing that I've learned is that you can have two visions between a director and a musical director, and it's amazing how people can read the script in different ways and see things. I mean, when I initially developed some of the concepts for the music, they were way too dark, because the way that I had read the script was really serious. And actually everyone else had a much more light-hearted approach to it, and then when I'd seen it through their eyes, I figured out that what I'd written didn't exactly work, and I had to amend it a little bit. So I think understanding other people's vision is something that I've definitely learned from the process of composing the music. We had a session kind of in the middle, where we learned about writing for stage, and also about kind of design for theatre, and some members of the Royal Exchange came in and spoke about set design and sound design, and it was just brilliant to see their process and kind of take some of their tips on board for the future. From a sound designer's perspective, I had a blast, and that was great for me. I never really thought I'd become a composer. I've done it a few times before, but this is probably the most comprehensive work I've done so far, and I never thought that I'd be doing something that some people have called a musical, because it's just way out of my comfort zone. But honestly, yeah, it's great to see how it's developing. I'm really enjoying it. The Foot in the Door programme, and especially the section by Proper Job, was absolutely fantastic. I think it's so nice to be put in a room with 20 plus people who are your peers, but who naturally evolve into a kind of, you know, first of all your friends, and then during the process of developing towards the festival and then the festival itself, they actually become, you know, like a kind of extended family in this sense, because everyone's here to help each other out, and that's all down to Proper Job and the way that they've kind of nurtured us through their program. So it's been a great, they were great.
Hi, my name's Lowry and I was working on Three Women and the Lives and Loves of Vera Diamond. My main duties on Three Women was social media, so I did their Twitter and their Facebook and all of that kind of stuff, and then on Vera Diamond I've been stage managing. Definitely stage management, I think, because I really didn't have a clue about it when I started, so that was a hell of a lot to learn, and the amount of stuff you've got to bring with you to every rehearsal, and the things that you're in charge of seem a bit counterintuitive at first, but then once you get your head around it, it's really good fun. Amazing, absolutely loved the Proper Job people. It was really weird to go in on the first day because none of us kind of had any idea what we were going to be doing, and we all thought that it was based on social media, but when we got in it was a lot more in depth, so it was really enjoyable to find out about how to be a professional person in a lot of different ways. Skill I've developed, I think my communication skills have got a hell of a lot better, and my organisational skills as well, because I always thought I was quite organised, but I think I'm definitely a further up the scale now. I've had 2 mentoring sessions with Akil from Panda, and he's just wonderful. He's given me so much amazing advice and really wants me to progress in my career, so it's been great to be in touch with him and know that he's there on side. Favourite workshops, definitely the stage management one with Sharon Stoneham. I absolutely loved her and she gave me a lot of really good advice. The only advice I'd give is just do it, because it's really, really worth it, and you get to network and meet so many other people and you learn a hell of a lot in such a short space of time.